Welcome to News Bulletin Bangladesh, Wednesday, October 29th. I'm Ibnul Haque and these are the main headlines for today. Sheikh Hasina refuses to apologize and plans to remain in India. There is no bigger murderer than Hasina in the 21st century, says the press secretary. Chief advisor instructs the government to prepare for a worst case scenario. Jamaat warns BNP over attacks on grassroots workers. And finally, BNP expresses disappointment with the Consensus Commission and government actions, says Salahuddin Ahmed. And here are the details. Sheikh Hasina refuses to apologize and plans to stay in India. Reports from New Delhi suggest that the former Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina, currently in exile in India, has begun giving interviews in international media outlets, including Reuters India and AFP France. In these interviews, Sheikh Hasina reportedly dismissed the possibility of apologizing for the July massacre, stating that she has no intention of returning to Bangladesh, regardless of which party forms the next government. Political observers describe her statement as part of a new diplomatic and media strategy being coordinated from India following her government's downfall. There is no bigger murderer than Hasina in the 21st century, press secretary. At a press conference held at the Foreign Service Academy in Dhaka on Wednesday afternoon, press secretary Shafiqul Alam made sharp remarks about Sheikh Hasina's past record. He stated that there is no bigger murderer than Sheikh Hasina in the 21st century, referencing the UN reports that documented human rights violations and enforced disappearance during her administration. He also urged international media outlets interviewing Hasina to consider her past actions and accountability record before publishing her narratives. Chief Advisor calls for preparation for worst case scenario. Chief Advisor Dr. Mohammad Yunus has directed all ministries to make maximum preparations for potential worst-case situations during the upcoming national parliamentary elections. According to Press Secretary Shafiqul Alam, the directive was issued during a high-level government meeting on Wednesday. The Chief Advisor emphasized that the administration must be ready for any form of political unrest or disruption, ensuring the national security and public order remain stable. Jamaat warns BNP over attacks on grassroots workers. Jamaat Islami has condemned recent attacks on its members in Nauga, Noakhali and Jhindaho, calling for BNP to refrain from what it described as apolitical and divisive actions. In a statement issued Wednesday, Jamaat Secretary General and former Member of Parliament Professor Mia Gholam Pawar said that such incidents threaten unity among opposition forces and undermine efforts to establish a fair political process. BNP disappoints with Consensus Commission and government actions, Salahuddin Ahmed. BNP Standing Committee member Salahuddin Ahmed has expressed disappointment over the activities of the National Consensus Commission and the interim government's approach to implement the July Charter. Speaking at a seminar held at Hotel Lakshore in Dhaka on Wednesday, he alleged that key agreements signed on July 17 were not fully reflected in the Commission's recommendations. Salahuddin added that while the government mentioned plans for a referendum in 48 points, no formal discussion or consultation was held with BNP on that matter. That concludes this edition of the Bangladesh News Bulletin. I'm Ibnul Haque, wishing a pleasant evening and a peaceful week ahead. Thank you for joining us. News sources Daily Amar Desh and other verified outlet. Please subscribe to stay updated and get the latest news bulletin and daily reports. Thank you.